So, the purpose of this video is to talk about why. We want you to know exactly what we are doing at Rolling Help Foundation and why. Before you donate your hard-earned dollars to any charity, especially a young organization like Rolling Help, we want to know.
Our mission is simple. We're going to look for underserved small towns across the country and provide support to food banks and pantries in these towns. These will be places that don't receive funding or support from major charities that are especially needy right now in the middle of a pandemic.
We shall provide this support, which might be direct financial contributions or possibly actual food donations through Amazon or other delivery platforms. And we will film our actual contributions and post everything on YouTube. Through our channel, our contributors can watch their dollars in action. Additionally, the reach of the YouTube channel shall also serve to capture new donors.
Rolling Help Foundation began as a dream. Yup, it was something that has evolved and began with Tony's obsession with driving big machines, but also my interest in seeing this amazing mainland. See, I'm a native Hawaiian. I'm born and raised in Hawaii. I lived there all my life, and until a few years ago, I moved here.
We decided to leap into a unique lifestyle, full-time life in an RV or life on the road. And we committed to begin this journey at the beginning of 2021. Planning our new life and imagining our journey, we decided that we would document this adventure on YouTube. We will begin our journey with a social media audience of over 20,000 connections that between us we have accumulated over the years. Additionally, both of us love the process of content creation, and we're really optimistic that we will be developing several engaging channels on YouTube and other platforms. As our thought process evolved, and this is well before COVID, we decided that we would use this opportunity of traveling the nation to augment our travels by meeting the people of our land and giving back a little. We envision spending some time helping out in soup kitchens or homeless shelters, putting ourselves out there, but doing things that would be a drop in the bucket, that might just provide a little leg up.
Then in the early part of 2020, everything started to come together. Tony and I decided that we didn't want to just help out a little, we wanted to help out a lot. We came up with Rolling Help, the Rolling Help concept, and began research on how to put together a nonprofit public charity.
The images of the massive lines at big city food banks served to inform the population had issues with food security, and that included 17% of our children. It's tragic, given that 1 out of 5 kids require supplemental nutrition and often go without 3 squares a day. The need that Rolling Help Foundation will serve has now become undeniable, as well as heart-wrenching, not to mention a daily headline.
So then we had to make decisions about the policies for our nonprofit, such as no more than 15% of our donors' contribution will go toward what is known as expense load, which is actually 50% less than the average charity. We looked at this issue as if we were potential donors. What would we want about a newly formed nonprofit?
Then, like any other newly formed business, we forecast and analyzed a budget, predicted our deficit while limiting our expense load to 15%, and will fill the void with angel investment. We also committed to a 0 expense load once we get to 18 months of operations. It's an aggressive goal, but we have confidence in this objective as we have made realistic projections. We are confident that within the time frame, the revenue from our YouTube operations will be sufficient to cover our operating costs. We aren't talking about a blockbuster, But the audience in the RV sector, the travel adventure sector, and other target audiences are much larger than you might think.
We anticipate 200,000 in the first year 2021 donations. We also are targeting 10,000 YouTube subscribers by the end of the first year. Both of these targets are realistic and obtainable. And in meeting these objectives, we will begin to be that drop in the bucket we strive to be.
We'll be able to make a contribution to that family who never would have dreamt that they would need help with their weekly groceries. Perhaps a hardworking single-parent home with 2 kids and an apartment that he can barely afford while on unemployment. Before the coronavirus, that working parent was an assistant manager at a hotel and suddenly found himself laid off.
So the needs of people that are hurting are undeniable and the business model is sound. All that is missing is you. How can you help? Your donations are needed and greatly appreciated. But as you now have learned, you can also help by simply subscribing to our channel and liking our videos.
Remember, the amazing value of YouTube is that you can be of assistance to Rolling Help without going into your pocket. Simply subscribe and like our videos, and hopefully you'll become a fan and enjoy our content as well.
As always, stay safe, be happy, and most of all,
Stay healthy.